Okay, today we're going to talk about Dewey's 24-hour readathon. So I have participated in Dewey's the last probably 4 times it's happened. It's a twice a year semi-annual readathon, and it happens in April and in October. I am so excited this weekend or this go around because I can actually fully participate. This year I took precautions to make sure that I would have the best kind of experience with it this go around. So I actually adjusted my work schedule so that I would have sort of like a holiday weekend, if you will. It's my own little reading holiday. I am making sure that I can get in bed early on Friday so that I can get up at my start time, which for me is 8 o'clock. And I'm gonna get up about a half hour to 45 minutes before 8 o'clock so I can make some breakfast and a cup of tea and settle in with my books so that I can start right at 8 with everybody else. That's one thing, if you haven't participated in Dewey's 24-hour readathon before, it's different from other readathons because everyone starts reading at the same time. So if you, depending on where you are, your start time could be late afternoon, it could be in the middle of the night. There is a page on the Dewey's website, which I will link down below, that will let you just click on it and it'll tell you what your start time is for your city or for your time zone. And I am 8 o'clock, which is probably the best of all the start times in my opinion, because it's like I don't have to get up super early, but at the same time, like it's early enough to really dedicate the whole day to reading. So I'm really excited about that. I also took Monday after the weekend off so that I can not feel guilty about staying up late to read through the night, basically, because I'm gonna try. I never make it 24 hours, and I doubt that I will be able to be up from 8 to 8. I'm just not that kind of person. I wasn't that kind of person when I was in college, and in my early 30s I definitely am not that kind of person. I need sleep, and I don't do well when I'm up really late. I'm not a night owl at all. Ask my husband. But I wanted to give myself a guilt-free day of reading, basically. So I have not only kind of adjusted my schedule to make it feel like a holiday for me, but I've also kind of planned ahead so that I will have food on hand, I have books picked out, the house is at least moderately clean because that's the best that I'm gonna be able to do, honestly. These are just a few more of my tips and kind of what I'm doing to prepare for the readathon beforehand to make it as seamless and comfortable and easy as possible. So I have, like I said, done some cleaning, gotten the spaces at least where I generally read cleaned up so that I don't sit there trying to read feeling guilty about the cleaning I probably should be doing on the weekend, which I know will help tremendously when it comes time for me to actually read. I've got my hammock ready so that I can get that set up outside when I feel like going outside and reading in the hammock. The weather is supposed to be pretty good. It does say it's gonna rain, which means I may not get to go out in the hammock, which is disappointing, but rainy days make for perfect indoor reading. I've also made kind of a menu, but not really. It's like loosely, it's just things I want to make sure I have prepared beforehand. One of the things that I have done, I'm going to make is chili, because chili is a great fall food. It's also one of those things that's really filling, so it'll take you through part of the day with just one bowl, and it's something you can make ahead of time, put in the fridge, and then heat up, and it still tastes just as good. So I'm gonna make chili. I'm gonna make some finger foods so that I have things that I can just grab really quickly. I want to steer clear of a lot of like chips and, you know, candy and stuff like that, just because that usually makes me feel lethargic and tired. If I eat a lot of candy, I get sleepy, which is the opposite of what I want to be doing during Dewey. So I'm going to try to stick towards more healthy, more filling options so that that can kind of help get me through the day. Tea is going to be something I lean on heavily. There's a chai tea latte recipe that I actually went ahead and made this weekend to try out, but the great thing about it is that you can go ahead and make the tea portion of it early, and then you can store it in the refrigerator and then just add heated frothed milk, and you have an instant chai tea latte, which is great for quickly making something that's caffeinated and filling. So I'm excited about that. The test went really well. It's delicious. I'll link the recipe down below if you're interested. I also have already picked out some books that I definitely want to get to. Different length books, different genres, some graphic novels, an audiobook, just so that I have all kinds of options prepared for whatever mood I might be in. And it keeps me from coming in here and going through my piles or my shelves trying to find something, hemming and hawing about different things. This way I have a stack of books I can look through, and I've already kind of read the synopsises and refreshed my memory on what some of the ones I've had for a while are about. And so I can say, yes, I want to read that. And I'm going to have those centrally located so I can get to them easily. Like I said, I'm going to have some graphic novels. I didn't actually pick up any from the library or buy any because I am trying to focus on the books that I do have. But I did go ahead and download them on Hoopla from my library. So I have those on hand if I want something kind of quick and easy. I have a pile of Animorphs books, which I know that I will be getting to because those are easy brain breaks and they're also quick reads. So I know I'm going to read at least one of those. I also want to have an audiobook picked out and downloaded so that way if I do need to cook something, if I do need to take a shower, if I do need to do a little bit of housework, or if I just get in the mood where I say, you know, I don't really want to read right this second, I'd rather go do some scrapbooking or Project Life, then I can turn on the audiobook on my, actually my husband's birthday present, which is like a Bose speaker, Bluetooth speaker thing. It's great. And then I can listen to my audiobook while I do other things, which keeps me reading, but also lets me take a brain break from actually physically reading, and also lets me get up and move around. So that's going to be, I think, a lifesaver as well. But those are kind of where I've prepared for Dewey's. If you have other kind of suggestions, I'd love to hear them in the comments. I also kind of on the social media and participating in the actual community part of it. I use TweetDeck to manage my social media, and so I went ahead and put a column on my TweetDeck that has the hashtag for the Readathon. That's something I do every year, and it's great because then I can quickly communicate or jump in and have conversations, cheer on other readers, because it's right there in front of me. And I always move it kind of to the front of all of my columns so it's front and center. And then I always keep I went ahead and bookmarked the Readathon page on my iPad and my phone and my computer so that I can quickly get to it. I always leave it up on my computer throughout the day because I do like to go whenever I want to actually enter challenges and things. I like to do them on my computer and not actually on my iPad, just because it's quicker, because I'm a much quicker typer than I am with my thumbs. Those are kind of some of the ways that I keep involved with the community. I have to say that's probably where I'm weakest because I end up focusing so much on the reading that I end up forgetting that there are conversations and reading sprints and that kind of thing going on social media. So I'm hoping to do a little bit more of that this year, and I will be vlogging. So I've already got one of my batteries charged, and then when I'm done filming today, I'm gonna get the other two charged so that I have plenty of batteries. I'm gonna clear off my memory card so that I get these edited and there's nothing on there to hang me up. But I will be vlogging this time. I always do during Dewey's just because it's such a small, it's a one-day readathon. It's great for vlogging, and that also encourages me to read and to be creative. So I'm gonna do that, and that's basically my preparation for Dewey's. Again, I would love to hear how you prepare for Dewey's or for any readathon that you are interested in. And yeah, I hope to see you guys participating in Dewey's, and let me know if you are so that I can make sure that I stop by your channels or your Twitter accounts or your Instagrams and give you a little cheering on throughout the day. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I am super looking forward to Dewey's.